this is Garrett J. White, the authentic entrepreneur, coming at you real, coming at you raw, and coming at you relevant. And this, my friends, is the Daily Download. Today we're going to be focusing on a very powerful principle here at the Pay to Play Academy we call what? Perspective drives action. But just like in Blue's Clues, where they check out the little drawer if you've got kids that age and they look for the handy dandy notebook, we're going to be looking for something handy dandy also. So in just a moment, I'm going to bring out the handy dandy flip chart. Are you ready? Come with me. Whoa, there we go. Got to try. Now that's a little bit better than the handy dandy notebook. So up here on the screen then we have perspective drives action. Let's define what this principle is all about. What is exactly perspective? Perspective is the way we see. It's what we observe in the world. There's two ways to experience perspective. There is what we call projection and perception. Let me write those two words up there. Projection and perception. Now, if you were to look at this idea, then my perspective drives action. Again, defining the word perspective. My projection is the internal beliefs that I project onto the world. It's what I think I can do. It's what I think I can't do. It's what I see as possible. It's what I see as impossible. So I operate like a movie projector, projecting out onto the world the beliefs I have about myself. Now, the crazy thing about what I project, it's what I perceive. So what I put out is what I believe is possible. This is why two individuals can sit in the same workshop, can be watching this exact same download, and can be understanding from their perspective two very different things. Because you're not actually listening to the words that I'm saying. What you're listening to are the projections of your own mind, the projections of your own heart, the projections of where you sit on the scale of what we call the pyramid of prosperity, or your perception. Okay, now my perception, again, is an interpretation of the projection I'm putting out. So it's kind of like this: out, in, out, in, out, in. So when I come to the principle that perspective drives action, what I'm really saying is that what I do is a function of what I see. And what I see is a function of what's going on in me. Did you like that? I like that a lot. So the three key words: perspective, projection, and perception. This game underneath you is what drives the action in your life. So you want to know why certain people do certain things? It's because of what they're seeing. So my question for you is, what are you seeing? I see and experience the world from one of three possibilities. And today my invitation to you is to ask yourself a very important question. And that is, how do I go about seeing from these different realms, and which realm gets me what I want? The first realm is to see from the physical plane. Am I seeing from the natural side? Is this what the projection is? Am I seeing from the lens of survival? Second, am I seeing from the mental plane? Am I seeing and projecting from the plane of possibility of maybe what we might call thriving? Or third, am I seeing and experiencing and projecting from the level and from the place of what we call being alive, or the spiritual plane? Physical, mental, spiritual. Dependent upon what you're projecting is what you're perceiving, and your perception is your perspective, and that perspective is driving your action. So my question for you today is, and I'd love to have you chime in down low, what's your perspective? And how does it dictate your actions? And are those actions getting you what you want? My name is Garrett J. White, and this has been the Daily Download.